Do you need a magnifying device that's light, portable, powerful, and affordable? We recently showed you the new CoaSt distance magnifier, which is light, portable, powerful, and affordable. But what if you also want to have close view? Well, meet the new CoaSt Duo, where you get the same powerful distance magnification features you get from the regular CoaSt, but you also get close view to view documents on your desk and mirror mode for grooming. Let's check out the new CoaSt Duo from Vision-Aid International.
Welcome to Irie-AT, Braille and Low Vision.
CoaSt Duo is a portable magnifying camera that works with iPad, Mac, and your Windows computer. You can use CoaSt Duo to magnify at a distance, just like CoaSt. But with CoaSt Duo, you can also magnify documents on your desk. You can even use CoaSt Duo in mirror mode for grooming. CoaSt Duo weighs less than 1 pound, and everything, the camera, the accessories, all of it fit in the included protective carry case. There's no need to charge CoaSt Duo. It'll operate just plugging it into your tablet or computer, and that's all you need. There's very little battery drain from CoaSt Duo on your device. You just plug it in and off you go. CoaSt Duo comes with the Readit Lite software, so you can magnify, de-skew, change color contrast, and do all kinds of things with the free included software, the Readit Lite software. If you'd like to add OCR or TTS, you can also add the full Readit version, and then you get your scan and read, everything that you need to OCR documents, and have them read back to you aloud. Before I show you how to use the CoaSt Duo, let me just tell you something that I think is really cool about it. You know, here at Irie, we're always looking for something that's going to provide equal access for people with low vision. But every now and then something comes along that goes a step further. It's very cool. With the CoaSt Duo, you can actually see at a distance better than someone with 20/20 vision. With CoaSt Duo's 10x optical zoom, you can zoom in on things that would be completely unreadable by anyone with their naked eye, regardless of how good their vision is. Pretty cool. Going a step beyond just equal access, we're going to do it better for people with low vision with the CoaSt Duo. Another thing that's really cool about the CoaSt Duo is it doesn't force low vision students to sit right in the center of the front row. First off, you've got a great extension on the camera so you can get up over people's heads. And then the other thing that's really awesome is in the Readit Lite software, there's a De-skew feature that'll allow you to sit at the side, and you can zoom in on something, use the De-skew feature, and it'll straighten it just like you're sitting straight on front and center in the classroom, but no longer does the low vision student have to sit right in the center of the front row. So let's dive in and see CoaSt Duo in action. So why don't we check out and see what comes with the CoaSt Duo. First, I'll open the included protective carry case. We've got a clamp option. We've also got a table base, a weighted stand option. We've got the camera itself. So it comes with a cleaning cloth and a long extension cord if you can't quite reach your device. And then there's also an A to C USB converter. So the device itself plugs into C. If you only have an A USB, you can plug that into your device from that. Or if your device has USB-C, you can plug it straight in like with a new iPad. And then you also get your distributor information and manuals and a quick start guide with the CoaSt Duo. So let's look at our different setup options. First, we have the tripod, which you can just open it up, use it on the tripod, and you're off and running. Now, one of the cool things about the CoaSt Duo is that it will view your desk as well. And in that case, you're gonna need to lean at an angle and the tripod's not gonna be so great. So for distance, you just set it up with the tripod, you're off and running. If you want to use the close view, then I would use the clamp or the table stand. So to use the clamp, you just put that on the edge of the table, clamp it on, and you're off and running. To use the table base, there's a little base that will fit on either the weighted table base or it'll fit on the clamp. You just slide that on there and it'll stay. And you can put a Duo into that. And then you have an option if you want it standing up so you can get good distance view. You also have the option to lean it over. So if I wanted to capture something at my desk, the camera will tilt down. I can look at the desk, and I have a bunch of different options. Go for distance, I'm like that. Go to my desk, I push it down like that, and this nice weighted stand keeps it all from tipping over. So to get started, I'm gonna break out my iPad, and we'll open up the Readit software. I have to plug in the camera so that it actually works. So let's go through the Readit Lite software that's included with the CoaSt Duo and just kind of see how it works and a few things about it. First of all, starting over on the far left side, the icons are down the bottom of the screen. I can press, there's 3 lines in this icon. Brings it up to giving some options here for how it's going to look. So I have it now set the theme to system. I can also set it to light or to dark if I just want to keep it that way all the time, or set it to my system. So depending on how I have my system set, it's going to decide that for me. I can also change the icon size. Nice big ones if I want to. I like to keep it on a 2 so that they all line up in a nice row there for me. Then I also can choose the top if I want the icons up at the top of the screen, or I can choose the bottom if I'd like them along the bottom of the screen there, where they are by default. Moving over just to the right of the far left icon, we have, it looks like a little painter's palette thing here. You can press that, and that will give me a full color if I'm looking at, say, like photographs or something along those lines. Or if I want reading modes, I have it set. You can change it to different Readit themes or to different contrast themes. Right now I have it where my choices are black on white or white on black, which is my personal favorite. Nice crisp view there. If I want to make it more crisp or change the contrast, there's 2 handy contrast buttons here that will increase or decrease the contrast, depending if you're getting blurriness or you need to sharpen things up. The next one over to the right is now showing on the icon, is showing a picture of a letter, essentially a document. It's the document view. So when I have that, I'm looking at my desk, and I'll show you the different options. When I press that, I can also get my distance view, but we'll show you distance view in just a moment. Moving on over, we have the document rotate, which you can do in your document view. If you want to hold it a different direction, you can rotate that and it'll adjust to that. And then there's a De-skew option I'll show you when we do the distance, show you how cool that is. Moving along, if you want to freeze your image, you can press the snowflake and then your image will be frozen on the screen. Press it again and you're back free. The next one to the right is to save a document. Just press that and it'll save to your pictures folder. The other one moving over right further is the record. You press that and that'll record to your videos. If you want to record video on your CoaSt Duo. And then we have the camera switch button. So if I press that, I'm going to get the other camera and scare myself. I'll switch to the CoaSt camera. It's much more appealing. So we also have some lightness settings on here. On the far right icon, I can set it to different things. So if I'm in very low light, I can adjust that. I can change for different frame rates if I want to write under it or something along those lines. It just allows you a lot of options for reading in different lights and different options for writing or viewing. Now, to zoom in and zoom out, there's a couple different things you can do. You have an optical zoom and you have a digital zoom. The optical zoom, all I do is I press on the camera buttons and zoom in and out. I can zoom all the way back or zoom in using the physical buttons, and that'll give my optical zoom. So every time I zoom in with that, I maintain a perfect view. Now I can also zoom digitally, just pinch and zoom on the screen. Make things bigger and smaller, however you want to do it. Pan around, just right there on the screen. You zoom in using the optical zoom until you get what you want, and then you can play around, zoom in further with the digital and pan around on the screen. So now I'm ready to look at the presentation. I'm going to turn the camera around, point it out. I like to push it up, gives me a nice angle for viewing out there. I'm going to press the document button to now I am in my binoculars, and I can zoom in and out using the distance camera. see quite well. Now this is a 10x optical zoom. So there's actually things that people with perfect 20/20 vision can't read that this camera can zoom in on and allow you to read. Pretty cool. So I can zoom in on that. If I want to change the contrast, I can still do that in distance view and see very clearly. All right, so besides the distance view and the close view, I also have another option for mirror view. So let me press the binoculars now, and that becomes little people. And so I'll turn that around at myself. Sorry for the horrifyingness of this. And there I am, haha, and do grooming and whatever, and you can zoom in with this 20x, or sorry, with the 10x optical, you can zoom in really far and really get a good look for grooming or whatever you're trying to do. Press that again, go back to document. I just push the stand down to get the angle I want, and then I'm reading again. Change the orientation, and I got pretty stuff. See, here's where I could change that contrast and kind of clean that up a little bit, or get a stronger look if it's too weak. One of the things that I think is most cool about the CoaSt Duo is that it takes a low vision student from the very center of the front row and allows them to sit wherever they want in the classroom. You know, first of all, you've got the ability to extend this way up. You can look over people's heads. You're golden there, but it's also got this really cool De-skew feature. So let me show you how that works. I think you're going to be pretty impressed with this. So I'm going to put the camera way over here, so it's all wonky and sideways, and zoom out. So, all right, how sideways can I get? All right, so let's kind of look at what we've got here. So we're pretty sideways. This isn't really exactly as horrific as I would want it, but I think this will give you an idea. When you're off to the side, the camera is now looking sideways at this. I can straighten this up. I can make it so it's just perfect for myself. I'm gonna hit the De-skew icon, and it gives you this green rectangle with red circular corners. And you just move those to the corners of the object that you want to de-skew. So now I've got something that's all sideways. I hit the green check mark, and there we go. Straight on, just like I'm looking at it straight on. No longer is it necessary for the low vision student to sit front and center. Now you can sit wherever you want in the class, thanks to the CoaSt Duo. The CoaSt Duo comes with the Readit Lite software included, which also works on Windows. I can open that up on my PC and do the same things exactly like I was doing on the iPad I was using earlier. You can also get the full Readit software. Okay, I'm not going to get too crazy showing you everything about the Readit software today. If you want to see more, I go through a bunch of the different features in the Zen and Zen Max video that we've done previously. But I just want to show you that you can do OCR TTS with the CoaSt Duo if you add the Readit software. It's real easy. I have the Readit software open. All I have to do is just press the camera button. It says capturing, gives me a little beepies. And now it's not going to take a picture until I stay still. I'll stay still. Makes the cameras. It immediately starts reading. Pretty fast turnaround. You can see that it recognized and started reading very quickly. It's just a real handy way to use your CoaSt Duo if you want to also get OCR out of it. Now, if I want to read somewhere, I just press on the word.
Registration program and business regulations for short-term rentals in an incorporated.
I touch the screen and it stops again. There's a lot of different ways that you can use the CoaSt Duo. You can use the touchscreen, you can use a computer keyboard, and you can even use a handy dandy little feature pack. And this will connect through Bluetooth to your computer and work with the Readit software so that you can control where you are in the text. You can zoom, you can change visualization, change contrast, and do everything from something where it's more of the controls like a traditional CCTV, which can be more familiar for a lot of people. When you're done reading, it only takes a minute to fold up and pack up your CoaSt Duo. Pack it into the included protective carry case, zip it up, and head out on your way. Reach out to us at Irie-AT.com For more information about the CoaSt Duo or to find a distributor in your area, make sure to subscribe to the Irie-AT YouTube channel for more great videos on the latest in Braille and low vision products.